One of the most iconic things about the Pokemon series are the items. From the very first generation to the latest installments, Pokemon has introduced a plethora of items that have become staples in the series. There are so many items, ranging from anything casual to the most necessary for competitive play. These items are not only essential for gameplay, but have also left a lasting impact on the Pokemon community, creating incredible moments for a lot of players. With that, let's dive into the list and explore these unforgettable items. Before we start though, I am live again on Twitch, and I am writing a book using lo-fi beats as inspiration. I will leave my Twitch and Luna's World in the description below. Items like the Firestone, Waterstone, and Thunderstone trigger the evolution of certain Pokemon. Evolution stones are key to evolving specific mons, often leading to exciting new forms and abilities. The anticipation and joy of using an evolution stone to evolve Pokemon like Eevee into one of its many forms are unforgettable moments for players. For example, the Firestone is famously used to evolve Eevee into Flareon, giving Eevee a new form that honestly could still use some work on the competitive side. Similarly, the Waterstone evolves Eevee into Vaporeon, granting it a majestic aquatic appearance and making it into a pretty decent bulky water type. Another classic use of the evolution stones is the Thunderstone, which evolves Eevee in the Jolteon, one of the fastest electric type Pokemon known for its high speed. There are also other evolution stones like the Dawn or Dusk Stone that came out in Gen 4. The Dusk Stone evolving one of my favorite Pokemon, Miss Drevius, into Miss Magius, or the Dawn Stone evolving Ralts into Gallade. In Generation 7, the Ice Stone was introduced, adding a new layer to the evolution mechanics. The Ice Stone evolves Alolan Vulpix into Alolan Ninetales, and Alolan Sandshrew into Alolan Sandslash. This addition highlights how evolution stones continue to be an essential part of Pokemon evolution, adapting and expanding with each new gen. Fun fact, Alolan Ninetales is still one of my favorites. An item that allows players to instantly escape from caves and dungeons. The escape rope is a lifesaver when deep in a dungeon and low on supplies, especially in the early game when resources are limited. And I can tell you, I was in this scenario a lot when I was a kid. I remember getting stuck inside of Rock Tunnel in Red, Blue, and Yellow and not knowing where to go. Luckily for me though, the trusty escape rope got me to safety. Seafloor Cavern too. I couldn't figure out the strength puzzle, and I didn't have a Pokemon with Dig. What item saved me? The escape rope. Trying to find Ho-Oh and Lugia? Totally getting lost? You know what saved me? The escape rope. Hashtag thank you escape rope. Various berries can be used in battle to heal, cure status conditions, or provide other benefits. Berries add a layer of strategy, as it can be held and used automatically in battle, often making the difference in tight situations. Growing and harvesting berries in games like Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, alongside the strategic use of berries in competitive play, are fond memories for many players. I remember vividly always making Pokeblocks with the neighborhood kids. I would fuse cherry berries and pineapple berries because they were my favorite fruits. I thought my mons would enjoy a nice fruity treat. I hope they did. Items that teach new moves to Pokemon, TMs, expand their move pool and allow for strategic customization of a Pokemon's moveset. Discovering powerful TMs like Thunderbolt or Flamethrower and planning which Pokemon to teach them to is a highlight of the gameplay experience. One thing I will always love and hate about TMs though is definitely the ones in earlier generations where they were only one-time use. One-time usage TMs made it so you had to think very carefully which one of your mons got which TMs. For example, the Earthquake TM, pretty much any Pokemon can be good with it. The downside is you get only one per game, in most cases. There's also the aspect of Game Corner TMs having to stack so much money that it could be incredibly tedious. I would argue though that it's just part of the nostalgia, and some of my fondest moments were, funnily enough, grinding for coins. It made the game feel more rewarding, especially when teaching my Flareon Flamethrower in Pokemon Fire Red. an item that distributes experience points to a Pokemon in the player's party, not just those that participate in battle. The experience share is a game changer. Over generations, the experience share has evolved into a crucial item for leveling up a whole team efficiently. The relief of faster leveling, especially when training multiple Pokemon for upcoming battles or the Elite Four, makes it a beloved and iconic item. It makes it nice being able to train a lower level Pokemon that does absolutely nothing with no difficulty at all. For Pokemon like Magikarp, this item is a godsend. The experience share is given to you at different parts in every Pokemon game though, so it really depends on which Mon or Mons you used it on and when you used it to really differentiate everyone's own experiences with it. I can safely say though, we've all used this item and it has come in clutch. The bike. A fast mode of transportation that allows players to travel quickly through the game world. Revolutionizing travel in the Pokemon games, the bike makes exploration faster and more efficient. Receiving the bike and zipping through routes in cities, often accompanied by a catchy theme song, is a joyous experience that many players fondly remember. One of the most iconic bike moments is definitely going down Cycling Road with ease, and then forgetting the Fly HM and having to pedal all the way back up the Celadon. Another one is constantly falling at Sky Pillar with the Mach Bike puzzle. I can't even count how many times I failed that challenge. And even today, I still do. The Master Ball is the ultimate catching device. Often reserved for legendary Pokemon due to its perfect success rate, the Master Ball represents a significant and strategic choice for every player. Deciding which legendary Pokemon to use the Master Ball on is a pivotal moment, adding to its iconic status. If you're playing any game with roaming legendaries, this could especially be useful, because then you don't have to use the repel trick or come up with a mean look strat. But in most cases, you usually only get one Master Ball per game. As a kid, I wasted my Master Ball on a Skarmory in Pokemon Silver, and to this day, it is still one of my biggest Pokemon fails. The rare candy is a treasured item that instantly raises a Pokemon's level by 1. Rare candies are often used strategically to evolve Pokemon or gain an edge in difficult battles. Treasured for its ability to provide a quick level up, rare candies are pretty iconic in the Pokemon series. Nowadays, especially if you're a Pokemon Nuzlocker, rare candies are a necessity. Grinding sucks, in which case rare candies are needed. Back when Nuzlocks weren't as prevalent though, and I was just a wee lad with no cheating devices, there was a cloning glitch in Pokemon Emerald. I would literally have my Pokemon hold the rare candies, and I would clone them, giving me multiple candies in the process. Good times. The potion is often one of the first items players use. It teaches the importance of managing a Pokemon's health in battle, helping players keep their team in fighting shape during those crucial battles. I can also say this for a lot of the healing items across the Pokemon franchise. Going up against any champion when I was a kid, I would hoard a lot of Hyper Potions. I was so bad, I wound up using over 50 a few times. Potions save runs, just not Nuzlocks. The quintessential item of the Pokemon series. The Pokeball is used to catch and store Pokemon. The Pokeball symbolizes the core gameplay mechanic of catching Pokemon, and every player has countless memories associated with it. From Ash Ketchum catching his first Pokemon Caterpie, to the thrill of throwing a Pokeball at a legendary in the games, the Pokeball is ingrained in the hearts of Pokemon fans worldwide. My first ever capture was a Pidgey in Gen 2. From there, I have so many experiences capturing Pokemon, from Nuzlocks to challenge runs I've done. There were moments that made me rage because I couldn't capture certain mons, or because I captured one and it was just stupid dumb luck that I captured it with just a Pokeball. I think we can go ahead and count all kinds of Pokeballs here for this entry. But it really just comes down to the original Pokeball design because it is the most iconic one a lot of people know about. Anyways, the top 10 most iconic items in the Pokemon games, from Pokeballs to rare candies, are not just tools for gameplay, but they symbolize the adventures and memories shared by Pokemon fans around the world. What are your favorite items though? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more Pokemon content.